Nick D'Alessandro. Welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thanks, Quintin. It's good to be back.
Yes, sir.
Got my pizza today.
Oh, you got your pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, what challenge are you on this time around?
Today's day 117, I think.
Oh, my God.
366. I'm eating pizza every day.
Every day?
For an entire year.
Oh, my God. From 107 to, well, from 100 to 107, what is the biggest difference right now about eating pizza every day?
The biggest difference? I mean, the biggest thing is it's like a chore at this point. I still like eating pizza every day.
Oh, wow.
But the hardest part is that it's just like kind of a chore. Like I have to go do it every single day. There's a lot of days when it doesn't really matter. It's not like a big deal to go do it. But there's some days when it's like, oh man, I gotta go eat a pizza. I still gotta go eat a pizza today, right? I gotta eat one. So I kind of just I try to not eat anything until I eat my pizza each day. It's like a intermittent fast type of thing. So that way it kind of gives me something to look forward to every day. So instead of eating breakfast, I just skip breakfast and I come down here and I just have pizza.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And what pizza did you have today?
It's onions and jalapenos.
Ah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I know that the city paper just did a story on you, and basically, I love about this. It says this coming from you, Paul. So I was kind of thinking of dumb ideas. I don't know why. I was bored, thinking, what can I do as a personal challenge?
Right.
How has this challenge been for you?
It's been pretty good. I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just kind of felt like doing one of these, like, do something every day for like a year or a certain amount of time. I've never done that before, so I kind of just wanted to try doing something. And so this is what I went with. I probably should have gone with a month. A month would have been, I could have done pizza, only pizza for a month. That probably would have been a whole year of eating a pizza every day is it's a long time. But I think if I just ate pizza for a month, that probably would have been a lot. That probably would have been pretty good. But maybe I'll do the last month. I'll only eat pizza for the last month. Maybe. That'd be good.
Yeah, also, absolutely. And I know that you explained that a few ideas have come before you decided to do this challenge. You thought about riding your bike every day. You thought about riding to every pizza shop in Charleston and making YouTube videos of this. But you said this cool. I could just try to eat pizza every day for a year. It was our anniversary for the pizza shop coming up, so I was like, that would be a good day to start. I guess I was just doing around the idea, and it seemed the easiest torture method for myself. That torture method. How are you keeping yourself healthy?
I've been running every morning, and I ride my bike a lot. Just I also don't make very unhealthy pizzas. So I mean, this is jalapenos and onions right here with sauce, and the crust is just bread. And it's pizza crust is just bread, and we make everything here, so I know it goes into it all. It's good. We use good products, and I try to avoid anything too unhealthy. So I'm a pescatarian, so I don't eat meat, so so that helps out a lot. Not having meat on my pizzas.
On your pizzas. What is your favorite pizza?
I do like just plain cheese a lot. That's one of my favorites. The jalapeno feta's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have an exact favorite, but I usually lean towards just plain cheese. It's I don't know. It's classic. It's simple. It's good. So and it keeps the pizza nice and light.
Yes.
I'm a less toppings type of guy. The only reason I put toppings on my pizza is because I own the place and I throw whatever I want. I can throw whatever I want on there. But I'm a less is more type of guy, especially with pizza.
Oh yes. And I know, here my favorite is the chantilly. I love getting that every Friday. And I burn off the calories too by going for a run and whatnot.
Yeah, we should get out and run together sometime.
Sure. Yeah, I would definitely love to do that.
Yeah.
And I know that you said this quote, it was our anniversary for the pizza shop coming up, so I was like, that would be a good day to start. Talk to me about D'Alessandro's Pizza and its anniversary. What is it like for you to be one of the co-owners?
It's always good to have an anniversary because it means you've made it another year. But I don't know. It's just when we opened, this was a really bad neighborhood, and people have said we wanted to make it 3 months.
Wow!
So every time we have an anniversary, it's always special to just know that to make it to be 13 years old now. People didn't think we'd make it 3 months, so every time we have an anniversary, it's always a good special day.
Yeah. And I know, well, God, this neighborhood has changed a lot. From 13 years ago to right now, what is the biggest difference about this neighborhood?
I mean, the most obvious one, that there's not crack dealers on the corner.
Right.
That's like the most obvious difference. And it's just pretty much everything's different about this neighborhood, except for like us. We've been here for 13 years, but then pretty much everything's changed in this neighborhood. The building across the street used to be a burnt down shell.
Ooh.
And it was renovated. It was probably renovated 10 years ago.
Oh.
But yeah, it's pretty nice now. Like you would never guess from looking at that was a burnt shell of a building.
No.
And now, I mean, there's great things all over this neighborhood. You got Chubby Fish and Trattoria Luca, which are two of the top restaurants in the Charleston area.
Right.
And then Spring Street's just blown up. Cannon Street's blown up.
Right.
It's amazing.
It really is.
To see how much different everything is in this neighborhood.
Why do you guys stay consistent?
Like in terms of what, our menu, or in terms of just like our atmosphere?
Yes, sir, in the restaurant.
People like what we offer. So,
oh yes.
I don't know. That's why.
Yes.
We've changed some stuff over the years. We've made things like where we're sitting right now.
Yes, sir.
Used to be there used to be beer coolers right here, and we had a bar that was literally right here.
Wow.
And this is where the cash register used to be. And so we took all that out. We put that in the back, and then we put in this banquette that we're sitting in.
Yeah.
And we were able to open up a lot more seating space.
Wow.
And have like bigger parties in here and stuff. And so I mean we've made changes over the years that updates, but our pizza's always been the same.
Yeah.
We haven't changed the recipe,
right.
And people like it.
Yes, I do too.
I always joke with people. I'm like, I don't know why people like our pizza so much. They do.
They do.
I mean, it's just, to me, it's just regular pizza.
Regular pizza.
I guess people just like that it is regular, just good pizza.
Yeah.
It's not over the top.
Right.
It's not crappy.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's what people just want, a good, affordable restaurant, and we're fun. It's a fun place to come hang out to, drink some beer and eat some pizza. Now we're family friendly, which is really cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And you talk about changes. Obviously, you have Los Angeles and Greenville now.
Yeah. That's gone well. They've been there for now like almost a year and a half.
Wow.
Year and a half-ish, and they're doing well. And yeah, that's it's kind of, we have a couple partners up there that run it.
Okay.
So it takes a lot of the heat off of my brother and I.
Right.
But yeah, it's the same pizza and same type of atmosphere. So it's going well there.
Going well. Let me go back to the challenge. Obviously, you're going to be doing this for the next couple of days.
I got 250 days left.
Oh, gosh.
249, I think.
Oh,
it's a leap year next year.
That's right.
So I have to do 366 days.
Oh, Lord. Let me ask you, I know that you eat your pizza here, but what other places have you been to?
I've been to, sorry, just got jalapeno. I've been to Unita Sicilian a couple times. They're right by my house.
Right.
I've been to, when I'm out of town, I find random places. I was doing some work up at Goose Creek for a little while, and there's a Little Caesars across the street.
Oh, yeah.
So I was doing hard labor up there, like cleaning up the property.
Wow.
And so I was starving, and I go to the Little Caesars and get the $5 lunch.
Yes.
Pretty good. When you're really hungry, I was like, I was starving, and I would scarf that thing down. But I don't know. I mean, I just I try to try other places. The problem is that owning a place, it's so easy for me to just come down here make what I want and eat it here real quick. I don't know. One thing with other places is a lot of them will like put a ton of cheese on it or something. I like to go a little lighter on the cheese, but at least for myself. But I'm thinking I'm gonna plan a trip. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm thinking we're gonna plan a trip up to Philadelphia and do a bunch of different places up there, just to do all my childhood pizza places.
Yeah. When you go around to these different locations, excluding Little Caesars, have you noticed a difference between your prices and their prices?
Prices? Yeah, just difference. Where was I? I went to Evo too once.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they opened like 6 months after us, so we could have opened around the same time. But yeah, their prices have always been a lot more than ours. But I mean, we've always tried to keep our prices pretty reasonable. I mean, we're not the cheapest place in town, but we're also not super expensive. But yeah, you definitely notice like, wow, that just cost me that much money.
Wow. And I know that obviously you have your favorite here. What pizza that you have eaten so far that has been interesting to you?
I like that broccoli rabe and onion pizza. I think it was broccoli rabe and onion up at Anita. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was a good one. And I like because they have a thicker crust. It's like a pan pizza.
Oh.
So it's just something different. Because our pizza is thin and their pizza is thick.
Right.
So I don't know. That was good. And Little Caesars is kind of the same way. You need it, but Little Caesars is a chain. You need as a local.
Right.
So, they're the same idea, thick crust.
Right.
But it's always nice. There was a place in Hendersonville that was the same thing. I ate there, and I like that. My son liked it too because it was so much different than our pizza. It's thicker crust, so it's so much different.
Yeah.
I ate pizza at Target once.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was at a birthday party in the mall, and so I went for a walk to see if I could find pizza in the food court. I couldn't find pizza in the food court, so then I went to Target, and Target had pizza. So it was just like a frozen pizza they threw in a thing real quick. The cheese was still a little frozen, and but then so I ate the Target pizza, and then I went back to the birthday party, and they had pizza at the birthday party. So then I had pizza twice. There's been a bunch of days where I had pizza twice.
I'll imagine that.
I'll come down here and I'll eat my pizza just to get it out of the way.
Right.
But then later in the day, people are like, "Oh, it's good pizza," or something. There will be pizza somewhere, and I don't mind. I'm not sick of eating pizza, so I can still eat it.
And what does pizza mean to you?
I mean, it's pretty much, it's my livelihood, so I guess it means everything. I mean, I'm not sure. Pizza's kind of. I was joking with some friends the other day. It's like family first, then pizza. Family, pizza, bikes. That's pretty much my life. But I mean, there's besides my family, then it's pizza. Pizza, that's just the way it is, I guess.
And what has pizza taught you about yourself?
I guess just to stay consistent and always show up for work.
Sure.
Because one thing I've told former employees, like if another place opens, man, this new place opened down the street. What are you going to do about it? I'm like, I'm just going to keep showing up for work. Just show up, as long as you show up for work every day and make it a good product and you're consistent with it. People like us. People like our food. And so that's what's important in life is just keep showing up for work and keep being consistent with your product, and people will come around to it. So,
and how would you hope to be consistent with Via Alessandra Pizza 5-10 years from now?
I don't know. It is an interesting question because I was thinking like 5-10 years, we'll almost be 20 years old here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 20-year-old restaurant look like. There's not too many. There's some, but there's not many 20-year-old restaurants out there. So I don't know. We'll see what we look like. It should be hopefully the same.
Yeah.
But we're working on opening another place up in Nexton, Somerville area. So that'll probably change. That'll probably make things a little different. That'll really make us think differently.
Yes. How do you think about the restaurant business right now in Charleston?
Just in general?
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I've read some articles. There's some big articles that came out saying that it's what is it? It's not that it's mature; it's adolescent or something. And I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of in between. I'm like, well, Charleston was lacking for a long time on a lot. Like we had basically there's like the scene south of Calhoun Street on King, and then there was the East Bay scene around the market area, and now everything's kind of blown up, and like there's places all like Cannon in Spring have a lot of great places, and Elliotsburg does, and Upper King has a lot of bars,
right.
And I mean, so not everything is super local and unique, but I mean it's just the way a town grows. It's not everything has to be extremely local and unique, and I think that just what's going to happen as more people come, like they have to be fed. There's a demand for it, and I think that the Charleston restaurant scene is in a good state right now. I mean, there's plenty of great food out there. Yeah. There's a lot of generic bars right now, but there's also a lot of really great food, and there's great competition because the more restaurants there are, the more people have to try to keep up. You have to, like, the more pizza places open, we have to make sure our product is still good and consistent.
Sure.
So I mean, I think it's a good place. You can go out and get some great food in the city.
Yes.
I mean, you can get some crappy stuff too.
Oh yeah.
there's some really great stuff going on out there. You just have to go for a walk. Go for a walk or a run, and you'll find it.
That's right.
Or a bike ride.
There you go. Well, Nick D. Alexander, this was fun. Thank you for the pepperoni calzone. Thank you for everything and all what you do for this community.
Good interview. Hey, thanks for everything you do too.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.